Hi there, thank you for joining me on Ferncrafts. I'm Christine and I welcome you to my channel. Thank you all for your lovely comments on my most recent video, and I just wanted to share this happy news with you. Today it's Saturday morning and I am taking this video. I'll probably have to upload it just a few days later, but I didn't want to miss out on what's happening right now. So as you guys know, I've been showing you videos, and please excuse the mess in the background. One of my pots fell over and it's a little bit of a mess, but I wanted to show this video to you before I started to clean up. I'm so excited. So here is the orchid that I showed you, and it was in bud, and it had this spike with the lovely buds, and as you can see, the buds have opened. So there is the most recent or the littlest one, and there's just one more bud to go there, and the flowers are beautiful. It's a bright red, like a very dark orange with a little bit of a yellow center, and the sepals are just very dainty looking, if I can say it that way. So that's a little spike on the side that we had, but if you guys remember, I shared with you that there was this one big spike, and here it is. So let me try and shield it a little bit so it's easier to look at. There, very nice, and I really like, there are beautiful markings inside. Maybe if you can see that, but beautiful. And you know what, it has a very I don't know how to explain it. It has some sort of a fragrance, a slight fragrance, but I don't know how to describe it. A very light fragrance, just a flowery fragrance, I think, but it's very nice. So there it is. So that's the spike, and it comes right out of the middle of the two leaves there, and it's a cluster of 8 flowers. Oh, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, 8 flowers, and it is really nice. I like that. It is bright. And so as I mentioned in my last video on this orchid, that it is the first time that it's blooming for me. It's off of the members table, and you know what, I've had this orchid not for too long, like I got it last year, but it was a steal because it didn't look like it was great condition. And just a side note there, that there is one more sheath in there, but I don't think this one's gonna make it because it looks pretty dried up to me. There, oops, it won't even stay open there. Okay, so yeah, so that's okay, it's done well, and I just have to remember to put the label back in there. And yeah, it looked a little stressed. It didn't look very good even at the time when I was buying the orchid, and then I told myself, if nothing else, at least with the sheets, it would be worth worth giving a try to this orchid. It had some markings on the leaves, and it just was not in very good condition. But now I can tell you that the orchid is doing much better. If I show you in the pot, it's a lot more stabilized. Like I've put in this brace here right across, just to keep it in keep the orchid stable. And I've not repotted the orchid since I brought it, but you can see that it's a medium to large bark mix, and it has a little bit of sphagnum moss mixed in there with a little bit of charcoal. And yeah, and you can see that there are some root tips growing, and they're trying to go into the pot, which is a good sign, because that means that there is moisture in the pot. And they because they're like the cattleyas, they well, they have Cattleya and the parentage that they like to have the wet and dry. So it's a good idea to let this orchid dry out in between, or so that it does well. Okay, so now after the blooms are done, this might be a little too early to talk about, but I'll just say that after the blooms are done, I will try to repot this orchid just to, it doesn't seem like there's anything in there, anything wrong with what's in there, but just to have a look at what the roots look like, and because I have not had a look at it, and just to maybe give it a cleanup, and yeah, and just overall care for the orchid. So there you go, folks, just a very quick video on how lovely these blooms are. And you know, many of you had said that you were excited to see what the blooms are, so here they are. And I can tell you that it is very, very exciting to have them sitting here in my living room. As I come down the stairs, I can just have a look at them and you know, kind of feel like everything's coming back on track now, because the orchids are starting to bloom and they are doing well. So there you go, folks. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you have this orchid, do let me know if there's something that you would do differently, and I would like to hear what you have to say. So thanks again for watching, and for those who haven't done so already, do subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will be the first to know when I upload a video. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, enjoy your orchids. Bye bye.